We've got a world set up among a dialect. We've got a private sector and a public sector. I hear you're using the term resource-based economy rather than going through the Federal Reserve and all of that. But we have a private sector, public sector. Is there any commonality between how do those two things relate, both nationally and internationally, as we move ahead in terms of the real world?
Well, I would split some hairs and say that we don't really have a public sector. All we have is a private sector. Even the state institution, the state institution, if you really break down where their motivations, where their influence, where their policies, how they even execute things like fixing roads and the like, which you would consider to be sanctioned from the public institution, it's actually all private. In fact, we've seen the privatization of everything as well.
Well, that's since Friedman. That's since Friedman and so forth, particularly PAPCO and Reagan.
I'm splitting hairs here.
I know.
Because most people talk about the public sector with basically this overarching kind of state control. They would say that the public sector has something to do with a non-trade-based orientation. And that's actually never been the case. It's had the appearance of that because there is state control, but what's behind the state? And this is something I argue a lot. The state is the commercial entities and the commercial powers.
Well, that's an interesting take, and you don't see a distinction between that and the corporate structure.
I see the corporate and state structure literally as one.
It's one. Oh, they've colluded.
Well, but they've always look at the kings.
They've always colluded.
The mercantilist period. The
right.
kings.
But they've always colluded.
Exactly. Always.
Yeah.